In this video, I talked to Nicholas, one of the team members of Oprel who works on Fink, the CAT editor, computer assisted translation editor. And Nicholas asked himself a question. How would change control look like in Fink?
So to get started, Nicholas, who are you?
I'm a part-time house DJ, but I'm also working at Oprel and on the Fink localization editor. I studied design and engineering and got into coding, and now I'm so to say the how was it called again? The design engineer. So I can design the stuff and also execute it with code.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So this is Fink, and now your blog post title is Change Control Features in Fink. Can you explain us what is change control before we dig deeper?
Okay, change control is, for example, here. Change control tracks all your changes you make. This makes it easier to collaborate together because you have more context about the things that happened.
Cool. Then let's show it. Let's see change control in action in Fink.
Okay. Yeah. Let's dig deep into this. Let's start with the following. We have this demo UI stripped down to the most important parts and to concentrate on that. So I have my string here. I want to change. Now I click into it and I see, oh, this user had made a change 5 minutes ago and renaming two tasks. So now I hover over it and I see, oh, he added a message to that. Our issues should be named tasks, as we targeting non-developers. So he changed it to tasks, and before probably it was issues. Now I want to make a change and change it to tickets. So now this I can see I made the change, obviously. But I can also see the full history of this single string.
Okay, interesting, fascinating. So this looked like a blame, right? I can see who changed the English message or translation at count tickets, and you were very, very quickly now able to see that 5 minutes ago a person called Janis Global changed that message, which otherwise you would have not been able to see. And you're saying what you get out of that is that, oh, okay, wait, you can now see why Janis did that change, because he did a description, which we don't see in this UI, but you showed it earlier. And if you disagree, you can directly ping Janis because you know that he changed it, right? Ah, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, exactly. There's more to it because, of course, we also have more concepts in the software development. So let's get to how did Janis add this comment to the message that I know what he intended to do there. For example, this is a change view with the where I can see the difference between the old and the new message. Now I can add the comment directly to this message, or I make a commit because I want to add these changes to the project. I can give this a name or in the description, and then I can add this to the change history. So now I shoot this, and now we can come to the next step. Probably an automation is triggered because someone is responsible for this English version of this message. Yeah, and this person can now see exactly what changed, and not need to read the whole document because we have the difference ready because of the change control system. And now I can this this person can, this person can request changes or just accept the review from me, for example.
I commit a change, then it gets reviewed. Here it gets approved now, and then afterwards, I suppose you can do whatever workflows suits your organization.
Exactly. So every change could trigger an automation, and this is a way to automate everything around translations, which is very powerful. So yeah, and now the new version is coming, and now I can pick the one or the other version and continue with that.
Interesting. So merge conflicts, I get a visual UI for choosing one version over another. Okay. What are some insights that you gained while doing this research? We see UI mockups, but was there something where you were like, oh, wow, this would change your workflow, or this would make Fink tremendously better, or some side effects where you were like, oh, I've never thought about that?
This screen was crazy for me because I made a change as the translator made a change with adding a new task and committed this change. The button flows here. This is a website header with an image. This, for example, of a to-do app, and this is the image, and the button overflows over the image. You can't see the image anymore. Therefore, either I call my developer to wrap the second part of the button, or I ask ask the translator to please make a shorter version that it fits into the UI.
What I like
here is even better, I add now an automation that says for this button, it shouldn't the changes shouldn't be 25% longer than the original.
Got it. Yeah. So you're using the information that gets started with adding a new task, that message change. You're using that information to trigger an automation to then tell the designer, hey, is this still working in your design? And the designer can now say, he sees a diff, so he can now say, request a change, and the translator needs to change it again because the product is broken. So any final words from your side, or shall we conclude it?
Let's please get this into every app.
Is there a particular app that comes to your mind where you want to see change control? Besides,
I mean, it makes music is a great example. I'm collaborating with music, that you can see how things evolve or collaborate on music. I think you may someone needs to see your poster there in the background. How with software developers, with 1,000 software developers can work on the same code, but not 1,000 musicians can work on the same piece of art. And I think this will be great.